Hey guys, welcome. Great to see you. My name's Mark Sephton. I'm a personal mentor to entrepreneurs. I host a radio show called Talk Business for Radio Plus in Coventry. I'm an author and I write for Entrepreneur magazine, and I speak on international stages and thoroughly love entrepreneurship, personal development. So if you've never seen my channel before, I always love to speak about a topic or an idea to really give you some tips, some strategies that really help you and move you forward. And so today I really want to talk about your mind and your attention are under siege. You know, there's so much noise, there's so many distractions. Everybody wants a piece of your mind. And I just want to share a few ways of how to eliminate some of that noise, some of the distractions, because we all go for it, don't we? We all have voices and opportunities and suggestions from social media, from our friends, from our family, from all corners of the globe, you know, screaming and shouting for our mind. And this is where everything is won and lost. It's in our mind. It's in our ability to have a healthy mind. And we see so much about mental health and the importance of actually protecting our mind in order to really maximize and advance and take care of our own mental health is so important. And so, you know, I was thinking about these things and thinking about how everything is in a battle for our mind. And the first point I really want to share is to take time out and to take time out to reflect. In order for me to keep my mind primed and it to stay on point and to grow and to flex and to breathe, I have to have periods where I take time out during my day, during my week, and during my year. So it doesn't have to be a full-blown vacation, but it does have to be consistent time where you just allow your mind to breathe. And when you're alone by yourself, it enables your mind to process, you know, and it's so important that we take time out, because that's when our greatest ideas come. Just wrote an article for Entrepreneur magazine called Breaks Lead to Breakthroughs. So after this video, I'd encourage you to go over to entrepreneur.com and go and search for the article. If you just put Mark Sephton, it'll come up with all the articles that I've written there. And the whole premise of Breaks Lead to Breakthroughs is the fact that we tend to come up with our greatest ideas when we're in those periods of rest and relaxation. So take time to breathe, to process, and to really take time just to be one with yourself. The second point really in terms of how to eliminate some of these distractions and some of the noise is be mindful of who you spend time with. Jim Rohn said we're the average of the 5 people we spend our time with, and I totally agree with it. We have to realize that outside influences, if we allow them to speak into our line of hearing and within our vision, then it can affect the way that we see the world and we see ourselves and what we decide to meditate on. So be mindful again of who you surround yourself with. The third one really is to get outside, you know, and exercise. So yesterday I'd done a webinar. It was really good. I had a number of mentoring sessions. It was a full-on day, and yet in the evening I had some football training, which was really intense, really good. It was hard, intense sprints, lots of movement, and there's no way you can hide. You just got to do it and get through it. And while it was exhausting and demanding on my body physically, my mind really appreciated it, because it just shifted some of the tension, some of the frustration, some of the noise, and it just defogged my mind. How many of us know that when we exercise, it's a wrench to start with, but afterwards we feel amazing? That's why I like to run in the morning. There's dew on the ground, the sun is rising. It just gives you a sense of new beginnings, and I just think it's really healthy for our own mind to get outside and exercise. The next one is to keep reading and listening. We're always hearing about how we need to be educating ourselves, reading, listening to podcasts. We'll continue to do that. You know, don't stop reading and don't stop listening to good, wholesome material. You know, be mindful of who you follow and who you subscribe to, because not everything out there is going to be wholesome or helpful for you. But just be mindful of the fact that reading and stimulating your mind with ideas, imaginations, innovations, creativity is good for you, because it increases your vocabulary, increases your ability to think outside the box, and it just really helps you resonate with other people and makes you feel like you're not alone. So take those times just to keep reading. I read 10 pages of a book every day. I want to get that inside me and keep moving forward with it. The next one really is to turn off notifications. I've always said social media has to serve you, otherwise you'll be its slave. So turn off those notifications of Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. We can't keep having our phones ping off every 30 seconds. They reckon it takes 25 minutes to get back in the zone once you've been distracted. And we need to eliminate some of that. One of the things that I've been trying to do is every day for an hour I put my phone in a drawer where I don't look at it, where I don't engage with it, and I just spend time with my family in the zone, just engaged in what I need to do and being present. And it's helping, and it's a small step. I certainly think we could do longer periods, but it's a step. It's so important. The last one actually is to lift weights. I found that when I lift weights, yes, it firms up my muscles and defines my muscles, but equally it releases my body of tension, releases it of some of the stress hormone that we carry in our body. And when we're exercising and we're lifting weights, it's actually really good for our mind, because we're releasing some of that tension, some of that frustration, some of that cloud. So they're really my points really. Take time out, take time to reflect. Be mindful of who you spend, your time with. Get outside and exercise, really, really important. Keep on reading and keep on listening to podcasts, because they do work. Turn off those notifications. Do something like I did. Put your phone away in a drawer for an hour each day and just be present in the here and now. And just do some weights, and it really does help. But again, remember, everybody's after your mind. So protect it, nurture it, feed it, help it grow. You can find out more about me at marksephton.com. I've got a brand new website coming very shortly. I'm really excited about that. And follow me on Twitter at SephtonMark, or communicate with me on any of the social media platforms, and I'd love to say hello and chat a little bit more. Cheers.